What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining me with Buzzing With Marlowe live. I say it again, live. I hope everybody's doing well. Guys, it is Friday. Hope everybody's had a good week, man. This has been a crazy week for me, just alone. We have elevated on Twitch. I'm still figuring out some things on Twitch. I mean, I'm on so many daggone platforms right now, so I'm trying to keep up and try to keep being in that new, that revamp mode and stuff, like that. But sometimes it's hard to promote, man. Sometimes
We're in a different era. Get over it. Whoa!
All right, Stephen A., you said it for me. But guys, it's Friday. You know what that means? New episode day, guys. Also, if y'all haven't, man, check out the links below. Go on the Bonfire store, man. Get you some Buzzing with Marlowe merch. I'm telling y'all, guys, we are doing it one last week, and that's it for the 15% off Virtue, guys. And here are some of the selections. We have, knowing it's wintertime, guys, get you a long sleeve, man. And more importantly, a hoodie, guys. I can vouch for these. I have a white one. Very comfy, very comfortable. I'm very warm when I'm outside and stuff like that. It's very comfortable. I highly recommend that one. Also, if you don't want a long sleeve, we got the short sleeves, guys. We got the V-necks. We also got the half little youth sleeves for kids and stuff. So if you want to get one for your kids, my son loves his shirt. He's always wearing it. Always wearing it. Also, guys, we got the typical old school long sleeves. I mean, ladies, men, I know the weather is getting kind of outrageous being in Florida a little bit, but it's probably going to be like this and probably until almost the end of February. So get you some merch that literally is going to keep you warm. And also, girls, ladies, all of y'all, I know y'all have y'all's New Year's resolutions to lose some nice little weight and stuff like that to make you feel comfortable. More importantly, guys, Buzzing with Marlowe is going to encourage that with these awesome, that's right, guys, the Razorback tank tops. Man, I mean, those, you can't go wrong. And like I said, guys, I wear my V-neck very well in the gym. Very comfy, works with me. I mean, also we got the nice little original gray shirts. Also, I'm doing a campaign of some more clothes, including tote bags and I think a shot glass. Also, it's just crazy. Like I said, guys, I have one as well, the white long sleeve hoodie. Get it. I'm not lying to you. They are very comfortable. So, guys, I'm telling you right now, literally, this is the last week. Last week. Buzz 20 to get 15% off at Bonfire, guys. Check it out. Also, guys, if you haven't, like and subscribe to our YouTube page, Buzzing with Marlowe. We are literally at 92. That's right, guys. We are almost to that 100 mark. 92 subscribers. Round of applause. Good job for y'all. I mean, that is insane. And this is how my heart has been pumping. Like, I looked at it recently and I was just like, holy cow, man. All I can say is this, man. That's right, guys. We are growing. It is amazing what is going on. Like I said, Twitch, we are slowly growing up on that. I think I'm at 32 followers on Twitch. So that's pretty cool on that. Also, guys, check them out. We got it on Facebook page at the Real Buzzing with Marlowe Facebook page. Check us out. You will be updated with the new episodes, the video episodes, the audio version of the episodes as well, the upcoming guest announcements. I mean, store everything. You get all of that. Check these links out. I'm telling you guys, I'm busting my tail to get all this content to y'all as fast as I can. I know people ask me all the time, hey, when's a new episode? When is this? Go on these pages, follow it, like the page, go on my Instagram, Twitter, all that. You will have all the information that you need when a new episode is. Like I say, every Friday, a new episode is published once every week. Can't go wrong, man. Can't go wrong. It's still season 3. We're in 2022. We are growing outrageously. Guys, I want to talk about the episode from last week. If you haven't, check out with my boy Savion the Lockdown mixing, baby. I mean, we came on and just shot the breeze. I mean, oh my gosh, my cheeks were hurting so bad. And when I had to re-listen to this constantly and constantly, I still, oh my gosh, my chest was just pumping, just freaking, just beating so quickly to how hard I was laughing and stuff, man. I just really enjoyed that chat. It was so much fun, and we are getting so much great reactions out of it. Um, Play wise, we were over 300 plays, not even in a day. So shout out to all y'all for that one. Thank y'all for that. Shout out to my boy Stavion. I hope he gets well, heals up, and stuff like that, and he gets to go into the new world of golfing. And guys, if you've heard it, obviously you know now I am not a golfer anytime soon. Probably, I'm pretty sure no one's gonna give me a bucket of their golf balls anytime soon. I'm pretty sure Savion still posts a little thing, just sits there and says 97 balls and like every single day. But guys, check that episode out. It was an absolute blast. All right, guys, no more babbling on. We have an awesome guest for y'all today, guys. This is my good friend, man. I am so excited to do this. We have been planning this for a while. He has been majorly busy just from all the upcoming works that he's got, guys. My boy J Lyrik, aka my boy Mel, he has got a new album coming out Sunday, guys. Sunday. Oh my goodness, it's literally it's an awesome album, guys. If you haven't, go. The link's gonna be below to pre-order to get just a little sample of this awesome album on his iTunes store. I mean, it's y'all, I don't know if y'all are ready for it, man. And guys, it's so freaking awesome just to finally get this to work for him because I know all the hard work that he's put into this, how much time it's took for him to actually get this album started up and the music videos and all these stuff like that, guys. The links below on this YouTube page is going to be where you could check out all his content, his music, man. This dude is literally money. When I say money, I mean the voice, that boy, the way I met him was from flag football and stuff like that, and it's crazy how he like I didn't get that approach when I first met him as he was like a singer. I got it was like, oh, he was probably like a former college athlete or something like that. Man, no, he's an R&B singer. All Most of the people I meet, like usually they're like probably trying to do in the rap game or something, but nah, man. Mel is literally a R&B singer, and guys, I'm telling you right now, he is Mr. Steal Your Girl. I'm not kidding when I say that at all. Like his songs, like I guarantee you, there ain't no woman that's not gonna sit there and have a reaction, be like, man, I want to listen to more of that. Like, oh my goodness, like literally, the guy's money. He looks like money. I mean, it's an awesome thing. Also, guys, I have a spoiler for y'all as well. We have a little bit of a music video called Selfish by JLyrik. And guys, I'm not going to waste any more time. So when we come back, after you get the nice little sample of Selfish, the countdown starts from 30 to 1, and I will be joined with the one and only, the R&B, Mr. Steal Your Girl. I think that's going to be the new catchphrase for him, but J Lyrik. And the countdown is, y'all, and it's going to start just right now.
Like I ain't been through it all, like I ain't really lost it all. Looking for you, babe. I kept putting my heart there on the line, and they just ended up breaking it every time. I ain't saying they all look blame. I did my dirt, but you never could understand. I was dealing with her, loving her and a kiss, and I can't talk right. Breaking down in tears each and every night.
right, guys. Y'all just listened to the music video "Selfish" by the one and only J Lyrik. So, guys, give me a round of applause. No further ado, Mr. J Lyrik himself. How are you doing, man? How are you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Hey, the intro was phenomenal, bro. Thanks for that.
Hashtag Mr. Still Your Girl, right?
Hey, I didn't say it. He said it.
Now that's how you supposed to shoot. From now on, that's how you shoot.
You silly, man.
Hey, man, how
You
you
silly,
doing?
bro. Hey, man, I'm doing good,
You don't
bro.
have an idea
Happy to
what's
be
gonna
here. How
happen
you,
here.
man?
Hey, man, it's
Hey,
so
we gonna
good.
find out. I'm here for it.
Hey, it's been a week. Let's put it this way. I mean, we both basically just got back from Tampa. Major shout out to our boys, Code Red and Real Nasty. They brought some hardware home. I mean, it was a tough battle. I mean, we basically were playing in cold. I never thought I could think going to Tampa and it being freaking cold.
Right, freezing
Oh my gosh.
in
Oh
Tampa.
Lord. Oh man, I really thought it was gonna be like hot weather. I mean, the first night it seemed like it was fine, like 75 degrees and stuff like that. But man, that next day, rain involved with
Horrible,
it.
horrible.
Oh man.
I hated
But
it. I hated
man,
every moment of it.
yeah, I mean it was definitely it was a challenge. I will definitely say the running helped it out a little bit, but yeah. Well, we are back home and stuff, obviously, and stuff. So Mel, tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Hey, man. First off, I'm gonna go ahead and correct you right now. Don't call me Mel. That's personal use only. This
Oh,
Mr.
okay.
J
My
Lyrik,
bad.
uh, R&B, R&B artist, R&B king of the South. You know, I'm just coming to put the real back into R&B, man. You know, a lot of people say R&B is dead. A lot of people say, we're not really singing about love anymore. We're singing about everything else, whether that be guns, drugs, sex with women, whatever. And I feel like I'm really bringing back that real original sound of R&B, man.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I mean, I was so big on R&B. I was never really big into rap that much. Like R&B was like my stuff. And I mean, so many singers you could think of, and I mean, just how you said, man, that's what it used to be was about love, rhythm. I mean, it's not always about cheating or stuff like that. That's just the newer generation. That's just how stuff is adapt. You mix
Well,
R&B and hip hop together, that's what you get sometimes.
yeah, I mean, well, R&B stands for rhythm and blues, so it
Hmm.
is sometimes it is about cheating. What I'm saying, it's about pain. It's not always about love. Sometimes it's about pain.
Exactly.
And I pretty much give you all of that, really.
Yeah, I know with your upcoming album, man, you've been doing this. How long have you been singing so far, man?
Oh man, I've been singing since I was a child, really. I've
Hmm.
really been doing this music professionally for, I would say, I've been doing it professionally since 2018. That's when I really started pushing my
Okay.
music and pushing my brand and actually promoting it and recording real albums, things of that nature. But before that, uh, I did a couple songs here and there in high school, but I really got my start really when I was in the army. I went off to the military back in
Okay.
2010.
Hmm.
Connected with some guys who just calling cadence or whatever, and it was like, "Hey man, you got a nice voice." Then we hung out. I let them listen to some of my old stuff that I did, and it was like, man, maybe you should consider really recording. And that's actually where I recorded my very first solo song and solo project was recorded when I was in the army in Alaska, bro. And that's where
Okay.
JLyrik was birthed, really. JLyrik was birthed
Hey.
in Alaska. And that was back in 2012. So really,
Hmm.
I've been doing it for a while now, man. Almost 10 years now, really.
So were
To
you were
me, it's
you ever like shy of singing or anything, or you just needed someone to kind of like remind you like, hey,
yeah,
you got this?
nah, man. I'm shy. I'm still shy. I'm still shy, bro.
That's
I'm
hard
still
to
nervous.
believe.
I still get on. I know it is. A lot of people say that, man. A lot of people say it's hard. I'm like, man, listen, I still get nervous. I just had a release a listening party last week,
Hmm.
man, and for the new album, and I'm still nervous, man. My manager asked me, like, you okay? Maybe smoke calm your nerves. I'm always nervous before I hit that stage, man, because getting in
That
front of
means
a
you care.
crowd of people. Yeah, definitely. My craft is important, man. Getting in front of a crowd of people that some know you, some don't. And really,
Hmm.
it's really hard to get in front of the crowd of people that actually know you because they don't critique
Yeah.
you the hardest, man. You
Yep.
know, so I'm always nervous every time I get on that stage. I'm nervous, but as soon as I touch that mic and I hear my voice over the speakers and I understand and I see everybody they watching me, they're paying attention to me. The nerves go away. The nerves go away,
Yeah.
bro.
Hey, I remember when I was in the ring, like when I would get ready for a show and stuff. I was always nervous, but I wasn't like, oh my gosh, like I can mess up or something like that. But I was just like, I was jittery. I was ready to go. Like my routine was
Yeah,
basically I'd do a couple of push-ups, get myself loose, whatever, drink water, try to just calm my nerves as much as I could. But literally, that was my routine. If I didn't do that, then I knew for a fact something was gonna happen. So, do you have any like kind of like
yeah.
mid routines that you have before you get on that stage?
Yeah, it seems like my routine is everything goes absolutely wrong before I get on the stage. If it doesn't go wrong, then
It's
I'm kind of
questioned.
scared for everything to go absolutely correct. You know what I'm saying? It's always something. Somebody forgot the music, or somebody forgot their outfit, or somebody forgot something. Man, something always seems to go wrong. But what I like to do prior to any show, um, I just like to, I always got to have my tea, got my tea and my
Hmm.
blunt. I kind of try to relax a little bit. Don't really think about
Hmm.
anything. I don't really sing. I don't really listen to any music. I just kind of put myself in a vibe. I don't really want to be bothered. Don't ask
Yeah.
me any questions. Whatever's not done, it just won't get done, man. And I call my team. You know what I'm saying? If they're not here, I always call them. My cousin T. I got to talk to him before every show. My old manager Dino, I call him before every show, and just try to talk to the people that I'm familiar with. No, we don't even talk about the show. We just talk about
Hmm.
anything for about 5 minutes, just to kind of bring me down a little bit, and
Yeah.
then we get to it, man. Once I throw
Hey.
that outfit on, man, that outfit for the night, yeah, it's showtime.
Hey. I love it, man. I love it. I love how you sat there and said like if anything goes wrong and stuff, man. That's kind of like how I remember in wrestling shows. Like literally, I remember some people. Well, one show. I mean, I can't say the name, but it was an area I was in. They literally asked me how did I spell my entrance song, and I was like, you can't spell USA.
Wow,
I thought it was a rib. I really legit thought it was a rib. And he's like, so how do you spell it? I'm like, I ain't
wow,
got time for this. I walked off. I was just
wow,
like, whatever. So you know what this motherfucker made me do, bro? He made me come out to the national anthem.
wow.
So I'm coming out, and they were like, so this is your song. I was like, no, this ain't my song. So they
Were
got
they
me
st-
coming out
before?
to this damn national anthem. And might I add, I'm the opening show. I'm the opening match. You always wanted to be the first match or the last match. I'm the
Right?
first match coming out to the damn national anthem.
Were
So,
they standing with their hands over their
oh,
heart
they
when they
were
came out?
standing in ovation because they thought, oh, we're doing a double national anthem thing. So I'm sitting there like, "Ah, fuck this, whatever. So I just go out there, kind of put my hand on the heart, kind of not make it look like I'm disrespecting this thing. And then the
Oh
guy
wow.
that I had to wrestle, I think it was some Russian gimmick or something. It was like a USA versus Russian thing. But I was just like, I'll never do this. That was,
Wow. That's funny, bro.
and the funny thing is, the fans were like, "Shh, USA." like whispering his shit. I'm like, come on, man. Because I was always about the hype. The crowd was what motivated me to keep going. But yeah, came out to the national anthem. That's probably one of the most weirdest thing I've ever done as a wrestler.
Wow. Wow, I bet. It's like, yo, okay. He's very patriotic.
I mean, you couldn't get no patriotic there. It was a red, white, blue mask,
You can't
the American
to the
flag on
national
me,
anthem?
my boots, my sleeve. I mean, the gloves. I mean, I was pretty decked out. I
They
damn
taking
sure
that as
never wore that
fitness.
much red, white, and blue when I was younger. That's for damn sure. I didn't think I owned as much
That's
red
wild.
as I used to when I had to play as that character, man. That was yeah, that was an interesting thing. But that actually helped
Hmm.
calm me in the show too because I was like I literally didn't even think about it. Like I thought I had to do some crazy spot in the match, but that literally like settled the moment. I was just like, we'll just go. We'll just go, whatever. I was like, after
Right.
I win, do not play that damn song. So he came out to American rock, American band or something like that. I can't even remember. I was just like, I'm not coming back. But yeah, man. So what are some crazy things that you have encountered in some of your shows?
Um, crazy things that I've encountered in my shows. I mean, not my shows aren't too crazy, bro. I I've canceled a lot of shows. I've
Hmm.
canceled a lot of shows, bro. That's probably the craziest thing that I've done. I canceled a show an hour before showtime.
Oh
Um,
wow.
yeah, and I've done that. I've done that before, and the reason I've done that is not because of it's not because they didn't pay me or because or anything of that nature. It's really I'm really for my fans, bro, and I'm really for the people that support me. You know,
Hmm.
so when I put on, even if when I throw my own events or anything, I either want to give them a good show
Hmm.
or a really good price. And I don't like a lot of these venues that I was previously booked at. I won't mention any of them, but some of them that I was booked at, um, they want me to perform for free, which is no problem. I have no problem with performing for free.
Hmm.
I love to
Right,
perform.
right, right.
So, but my biggest thing is you don't ask me to perform for free to use my image to get people into your building and you're charging them. That's
Yeah,
something I don't like, you know.
yeah.
Because if I'm performing for free, then they are getting in for free. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because they're coming to see me. Now, if you're going to charge them, then obviously we deserve some of those proceeds as well because they're coming here for
Oh yeah,
us.
you
You
definitely
know,
deserve
so
some of the
that has
royalties
happened.
on
That
that.
that happened a lot of times, and that happened.
Yeah.
That has happened a lot of times. You know, so I will cancel the show. One thing about JLyrik will cancel the show, and not because I'm being a prima donna or anything of that nature. It's really because I feel like they're cheating my fans. And
Yeah.
I'd rather put on I go live and give them a free concert before I charge them to come to the event
Hmm.
that I'm not even getting paid to be there for, you know.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
I
probably the
respect that.
craziest
I mean,
things that, other than that, man, my shows be smooth.
okay. So, let's talk about
Mm.
it, man. Like some of these songs that I could tell. I mean, most R&B singers like they literally have to be in an element to sing some of these type of songs. And it's kind of like how you are in acting. Like you have to be really in tune with that song to really perform to make the crowd believe like, "Oh man, like that really happened. Like that had to really get you to hit that
You're right.
extra note or something like that." So let's talk about it. So what song means so much to you and was really hard for you to do?
Uh, um, None of them was hard for me to do. Um, and all of them mean a lot to me. Every song that I've written myself stems from a personal experience. So I don't write any lies, man. So anything that you hear me say in a song, it really happened. You know,
Hmm.
whether it may not have happened to me, it may have happened to somebody that I know, but it happened. You know, so I want to say anything was hard for me to perform or to write or to record. Um, It just depends. It really just depends on the atmosphere and the vibe, you know.
Right. Hey, I I got major applause to you, man, because I remember when I first met you, I didn't get the appeal of you being a singer. And if you were singing, I thought it was the other type of way. Because, I mean, everybody's got to be a rapper nowadays.
Right, right,
Everybody's got to do something with rap. And
right.
when you sent me some of your links and stuff, I was just like, okay, like, all right, I didn't, bro, I ain't met an R&B singer in forever. Like, it's usually that other look. So I was just like,
Right.
that even got me excited when I was like, damn, okay, that means, hey, like, he's really got something there. Like, I mean, I don't know how many rappers can literally try to say, hey, their music stands out compared to the other, but you, in other hands, you could do both things. Like, you could do a hip hop verse, and you could also do like a straight soul and feel the rhythm type song. Like, those,
Right.
honestly, it's hard to find people that honestly can do that nowadays. Um,
Yeah.
what what kind of song do you actually prefer to sing more importantly?
Oh, that's a good question. I have never been asked that. That's a really good question. What type of song do I prefer to sing? That's a really good question, man. Um, I would have to say anything that's relatable, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be
Hmm.
it could be a love song. You know what I'm saying? It
Hmm.
depends. That if it's relatable to the situation, it could be a pain song. It could be a struggle song. Um, but I guess my personal favorite would have to be. I guess my personal favorite would have to be a love song. I guess because I am an R&B artist, and
Hmm.
you don't really hear a lot of them. You don't really hear a
You
lot of them.
don't.
A lot of
You
R&B
don't.
songs that you hear, even if they're full of soul, bro, they just it's pain. Something happened. He lied. He cheated. She did this. You
Yep.
know, it's never really about
It's
really
never about the
being
female that does it.
in love, man. Hey, listen, hey man, you got to get into this R&B world, man. Cause trust me, we sing about the girls lying and cheating too, you know. But I
Well,
really think that
I saw it. Yeah.
singing about being in love, man. Singing about being in love is probably my favorite because it's something that we don't really hear a lot of anymore. Um,
Hmm.
but I know on this new album that's coming out, man, this Sunday, there's a lot of tracks on there that's really about embracing love, man, and really
Hmm.
falling into
Well,
those feelings, bro, and being vulnerable with it, you know, and
hmm.
that's something that we don't see these days. A lot of vulnerability in music in itself, you know. So
Right.
I think that's probably my favorite to sing about love, bro. Even though I don't sing about it a lot. If you really listen to my music, this is actually this album that's coming out is actually my first. This is my seventh project, bro. This is my
Hmm.
seventh album, and it's my first album that is solely based around being in love. So I'm really
Yeah.
excited about it. I'm really excited for the people who have been following me from the beginning to now. So, because they're going to hear it, they're going to recognize the fact that I'm not singing from a painful place anymore. I'm singing from more of a completed place. You know,
Hmm. Like
so
you've grown up type scenario. Like you went from the young one to literally
definitely,
to that soul one. So
definitely,
I
definitely,
definitely like
man.
how that transcript is because like literally like how you said, man, we don't hear R&B singers anymore. Like we don't see it often. And I can tell from your songs, man, you really feel what you say. And you could just tell by the emotion of how like some of the videos that you have done and stuff, and it's just like, dang, all right, I can feel that. I can do that. That sounds
Yeah,
pretty
man.
good. Like and I mean, it's awesome to see you getting this. Like you said, this is your seventh project, but this one's really the new adapt version of J Lyrik. This is the newer
It really is.
22 look of J Lyrik. Basically, I think that's the best way
It
to put
is. It is, man.
it. So,
It
let's
is,
talk about
man.
it. So,
My
how long
team
did
like
it
to
tell
say
you?
it's a
What'd you say?
I said my team, man. I said my team. They kind of they refer to this project as a reintroduction to
Mm-hmm.
J Lyrik, man. Like I said, a lot of my previous music came from a painful place. This one's
Yeah.
coming from a better place, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
like you said, you mentioned about growth. You know, we go through different things in our life, and especially like relation, especially with R&B guys, you know, mostly relationship stuff. And a lot of times we say that we learn from our past mistakes, but we really don't learn from them. This
Yeah.
album really allowed me to learn from the things that I've been through. That's why it came out the way that it came out, man. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
super excited, bro. I'm super excited for y'all to hear it,
I
bro.
know,
Like
man.
I'm super excited for y'all to hear it.
You've been talking about it for almost a year and a half. I remember since I really talked to you, like when we start really getting close to stuff, like you were telling me, like, man, I've been working on this album. I'm kind of nervous about it. I just want to make sure everything's set, ready to go. And this was a year ago when you were talking about this. And I can only imagine how hard it was to get that video, all those songs and stuff done around the COVID era, because that had to be kind of hard to do. Because I mean, some of these songs you do have to have a music video to some of them. You have to have something to get the fans visual now, because now how fans is
Right,
are now, they can't just listen to the song anymore. They got to watch the video.
right.
Clearly, hence why I'm out on audio and video for a podcast, because you got to adapt sometimes. So it's like you have to literally one up it every time. So like, how long was the process for this album to be made?
Oh, this process. So I dropped my last project. Oh, that's what the song "Selfish" that you previewed earlier. I dropped
Mm-hmm.
that album 2 years ago. So this
Yep.
project is actually coming out on the anniversary of that project, which was the
Okay.
30th of 2020. So it really took me about 2 years, man, to really put this project together, uh, to write it, to record it, and to place it in the order that it's placed in. I got a couple writers. I got a couple additional writers actually on this project. So we put a lot of time into this one. This is a special
Mm-hmm.
project, bro. It really is. This probably took me the longest out of, like I said, this is my seventh project. Out of all the projects I've done, this one has taken me the longest to
Mm-hmm.
prepare and even to release. I was supposed to release this project on Christmas, but
Oh, okay.
speak with my team and just with the production of it, it just kind of we wanted to make sure that it was
Yeah.
perfect. So we
Mm-hmm.
pushed it back a little over a month, and like I said, so it took about a good 2 years, man, to really put everything together, all the works together for this project. We still getting ready to shoot videos for the single off for this new project, man. So this was special. Really was a special project, man. It really was. It
Yeah.
really was.
Hey, I pre-ordered the sample of it, and I was really impressed with some of them. I gotta say, man, the
My
song
brother.
Gary Payton, I really did like that one. I did like that one. Like, believe it or not, dude, that was actually one of my favorite basketball players. So, like, when I was listening to that, I was just like, okay, I didn't think of Mill having. So, I meant Jay Lyrik having that, but sorry, I gotta keep getting that mindset right.
Yeah,
But
you good. Hey, I know.
so it's like when I was listening to it, I was like, dang, man, he really, you could tell he had fun with this one. Like, just some of the stuff,
I
I was like,
did.
I can't wait till I actually can listen to the whole song, because that one really was, that one intrigued me a little bit, because it's a mixture of everything. Like how you just said, it's a lot about love, but this one is usually R&B singers. Most people listen to it as the female bass. The female bass are the most of them to listen to the R&B singers and stuff. This album, I mean, all your albums, you could have both genders basically favorite these songs, because it's not just like it's just one type
Right.
of thing. Everyone can relate to this. Everyone could see something, and it could be very relatable in ways. Like, because how we've all been portrayed for the longest time, like, hey, men are the dogs and stuff like that. Not always. Like, I mean, we've had our past experiences, and I think I've told you my old experiences from my choices a long time ago of what I clearly now can see it. It goes both ways completely. But
Definitely.
like just these things is what makes I would say R&B back to what they used to be, back to what it needs to be, back on that platform. Because I mean, I preferred R&B over hip hop any day of the week. Like that was just me. I was big Usher fan, R. Kelly. I mean, the list goes on and on about just good R&B singers. But who was your favorite R&B singer growing up?
Ooh, my favorite R&B singer. That's another good question. Um, my favorite singer, period, man, across the board, Jamie Foxx. I feel like
Okay,
his
yeah.
his creativity, man, his range, his
Hmm.
vocal ability is just ridiculous, man. But as far as R&B goes, as far as making music, I would have to say, man, I used to love Cisco, bro. You can tell me
Cisco.
that I
Okay,
was not
all right.
Cisco when I was in middle school. I had the Enter the
You dress
Dragon
like him?
poster in my bedroom. Like, you can tell me that I was not Cisco. He was probably my favorite, man. Um, but other than Cisco, I've listened to all of them, man. I listened to Tank, Luther Vandross, Usher, of course, Chris Brown, everybody,
Hmm.
man, Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
But
exactly. Michael
Cisco,
Jackson, all them. Yeah.
Cisco, Drew Hill, Jagged Edge. I
Yes, I was
probably
about to
resonate.
say Jagged Edge. I absolutely love their
Yeah,
albums.
I probably resonate the most with them as far as sound, as far as what they sung about. That was probably my favorite. Definitely Cisco's number one though. Gonna throw that out there.
Jagged Edge and New Edition were like my go-tos. Definitely were those. I like how that. I can see
And I got
Cisco,
my
but
drink too.
hey, you're good now. You're good now.
I'm good now. Now you
I
can
could
ask
tell some
whatever.
of you singing, man. You do kind of like favor kind of like that Jamie Foxx platform when you sing. Like it kind of those notes. It kind of like I could be like, yeah, you could tell like, hey, Jamie Foxx was some of the guys that you obviously listened to and stuff. Like you could actually have sat here and said, hey, what can I do with his stuff to make it my stuff as well? Like that. I mean, music in general is recycled, but for your project and what you do, that's all you. That's based off of
Yeah.
you, your heart, your feelings, um, that mentality and stuff like that. So let's talk about some of the songs that you've done and stuff like that. For the song,
Okay.
for people to know of the songs that to get excited for your new album stuff. What are some of the songs that you would literally eh, try to persuade for people to listen to? I mean, obviously your whole album,
On
but what are some of the major ones?
right. Obviously the whole album, man. I promise you, it was
Sometimes
gonna be
albums could only, I won't even lie. Sometimes albums literally have maybe three or four songs that are literally even worth buying the damn disc for. When they had downloads, that was so much better.
right. Which is that's why people don't really, people don't even now, like even getting you to pre-order or getting other people to pre-order. It's been a hustle in itself, man,
Hmm.
because we have limitless free music. So what makes me want to buy your album? What makes it when I can go download Lil Wayne's new album for free? When I can go download my favorite artist's new album for free, why would I buy yours?
Exactly.
And it's really just about support, man. Just getting the people to understand that I put a lot into it, and it's really not about the money, man. I promise you, it's not about the money. Cause I speaking with my marketing
Oh,
team and
I
my
know,
management,
bro. You love
if
this
it was
thing.
up to,
You love
if it
this.
was up to me, I would sell the entire project, bro, for $1. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to sell it for 1.99. That's what I wanted to sell it for. But my team was like, nah, man, you can't do that. So on this new album, self-titled album, J Lyrik, I promise you, you will not skip any song. You won't skip any song.
Hmm.
So to say what song I would push or what song I would try to convince people to go listen to. It's literally every song on the album, man. It's a story. I'm really telling you a story. And I really encourage you to listen to the album from start to finish. I know a lot of people gonna
Hmm.
go, it's a song called Forever. That's the one song that I've been previewing the most in a lot of my posts, a lot of my promotions is that song. So I'm sure most people are going to go immediately to find that song. But I'm telling you, after you find that song, go back and listen to the album from 1 to 9, man, and you're gonna be able to feel that story because
So
that's
it's
all
all
it is,
gonna
man. It's really a story,
connect
bro.
with it. Okay,
It's
I like
all
that.
going to connect, man. It really is. It all going to connect.
Is it
All
kind of
my albums
like
are like that, man.
speed
If you
level
really,
type scenario? So say like your first song would probably be like that slow introduction to get it started, like how like a wrestling match
no,
card was. Your
no.
first and last matches were the ones that really wanted to captivate.
I'm gonna take you there immediately. As soon as you press play, I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna take you there. So it kind of, so the way the album flows, it kind of is gonna take you high, and then it's gonna take you here, and it's gonna take you back up,
Oh,
and then it's gonna stay there. So
okay.
it's I'm I'm telling you, bro. I am super excited about this project. We are only 4 days, not even for
Hmm.
2 days, 2 days from it dropping, bro. And I'm super excited, bro. This is my
It's just like a
favorite
little kid in a
project
candy store
to
just ready
date,
to
bro.
go, ready to hit that button. Like,
I
hey,
really am.
it's on
I really
sale.
am. I'm, I'm ready to play it myself. Right. I'm ready to get it myself, man, so I can put it in my own playlist, man, so I can listen to it. It's a very moody song. Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yeah.
It's the perfect album. It's the perfect album before Valentine's Day, man. It's really gonna take you where you need to be, bro. And it's for everybody, man. It's like I know you mentioned about how most of the time, it's R&B music is speaking to women. But a lot of my projects, man, from at least the first six were mostly tailored towards the men. I like to call myself the voice of the man. So, because I'm going to
Hmm.
speak on situations, I'm going to say things that normal guys they're not going to say. A normal guy not going to tell you that he heartbroken. Normal guy not going to tell you that he's hurting, that he's crying. You know what I'm saying? That he's depressed. You know what I'm saying? That he's thinking of suicide. You know what I'm saying? A normal guy not
Hmm.
going to tell you that. I'm going
Yeah.
to tell you that. And a lot of men they resonate with me. A lot of men agree with me. I have man, I can if I show you my DMs of just guys just expressing themselves to me, like yo, I wish I can say what you're saying. So this new album is probably the first album that the women are going to gravitate to more than the men. But
Hmm.
it's still for everybody. I'm still coming from speaking from a man's perspective. I just happen to make it sound better for the ladies this time. You know,
Hey,
for real.
hashtag Mr. Steal Your Girl over there. Oh Lord, man, watch out! You don't watch out when you listen to them songs, man.
No, no, she she wasn't ready.
I
Hey,
told you we are gonna have some fun.
hey, man. I ain't stealing nobody's girl, bro. If anything, bro, this album is going to help you speak to your lady. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
That's what it's gonna do. You play. There's gonna be a few tracks on here, man, that I know if you're feeling a certain type of way and your lady she just not quite understanding you, you can send it to her. You know,
okay.
it's really gonna help. I'm really helping the people, man. I'm helping
I
the
like
people
that.
with this one. I ain't taking it late. I'm helping the people, man. I'm helping us all understand that at the end of the day,
Hmm.
regardless of what we're going through, man, whether that be relationship issues, whether that be personal issues, we're gonna survive, bro. And that's
Hmm.
really what this album is. This album is about a
Right.
survival. This album saved my life, bro. I was in the
Yeah.
darkest place of my life, composing this album. The last 2 years, That's why I haven't dropped the project in 2 years. I just been dealing with life, man, going through different things, and I know from the
Were you kind of like
outside looking in, it
hesitating to
doesn't.
take it? Were you kind of like
I
hesitating to do
was,
it or something? Yeah.
I was. It's funny you say that, bro. It's funny you say that. I was, man. I know. I had. I tell you, I was going through the toughest mental time of my entire life, and I still went through with it because music is my therapy, you know. So I
Hmm.
completed the whole project, bro. I completed the whole project, and then I called my cousin, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna release this project, bro. I don't think I'm gonna release it. I don't really want to. I'm being extremely personal, extremely vulnerable on this project, and
Hmm.
I don't even think I really wanted to put it out there like that. It was for me. That's why it's really self-titled because this album is really for me. I appreciate all of the
Right.
support, all the pre-orders, all the love that I've been getting from. But this project is really for me. And after I recorded it, I was like, you know what? I did it. I did it. I let it out. I released all the pain that I was dealing with. I said everything that I wanted to say. I'm just gonna put it in the vault and I'm just gonna keep it. Um,
Hmm.
but they wasn't having that, man. This is really is a project that is gonna help everybody. I had the listening party. I had a listening party last week, literally right before Tampa,
Hmm.
and I had a young lady. She wrote me the next day. Um, I gave the listening party is gonna be totally different from any other party. I literally broke down the album, and a young lady wrote me on Instagram, and she was like, I'm glad that I came to the listening party because I wasn't gonna come because I was coming by myself, but I needed to hear what you had
Hmm.
because it helped me to realize that regardless, like I just told you, whatever we're going through, man, that I'm gonna be all right. And I
Hmm.
was like, out of all the people that was in the building, one person, you know, they felt that message. So I felt like I did my job because that's really what I would want to do is to change somebody's life, to help somebody. And that's what it did, man. And like I keep telling you how excited I am. I know you can see it. I am super
Hmm.
excited about
It was
this
your basically
project,
your
man.
private
And I
journal.
cannot wait
This
for you.
was
I can't wait for you to hear it, man.
this was basically your
Yes.
audio journal and stuff like that. So it's like this was really, really
Where were
careful for
you at
you
when
to
I was
do.
Nick? Where were you when I was coming up with a title? Where were you when I was coming up with a title? That was
Bruh,
perfect. That was
let me
perfect. That's
tell
a
you,
perfect
like
title.
like with this podcast in general, like some of the people I've had, like I had this self coach on and like we just talked. We just like and she got me gumming out my barriers and stuff like that. And where I mentioned stuff about what happened in my past for me from my college basketball days to basically being a dad. And then basically
Right.
being that faithful person for 2 years for as long as we were, it just gone. My son was taken from me, nothing contact for 8 months and stuff like that. I was very hesitant if I was going to promote that episode because I was like, I, I was very vulnerable. Like she took me out of
Right.
my breaking barrier and literally made me just flourish all my my dirt basically out. And I was just like how we just said, it goes both ways, but the way the world is now, you don't know how the world is going to take what you just said because some of them can sit there and say, so what did you do to her for her to take your son away? Like what did you do to this? What did you do to that?
Right.
They don't know fully like, oh, I was watching
Right.
my kid literally after working 4 days straight, night shift, never getting sleep while she's out clubbing or doing something, and me literally with my child the whole time. And it's just like nobody knows all that, but some of the people will literally be that second person to judge and be like, hey, you might have deserved you might have deserved what you got and stuff like that. And I remember when I had the courtroom, man, and when that judge told me exactly what he said, man, you talk about suicide.
Hmm.
Nothing mattered to me. Nothing mattered to me. Like literally, I've said it before, so I guess it's already to say now. I literally would run on stoplights
Hmm.
for about 2 to 3 weeks straight. I would literally just run stoplights. I would stop at a green light and run on stoplights. And the reality hit me when the 16 wheeler almost hit me head on, and luckily I missed them. Whatever, it made me get a realization, like, you know what, snap out of it. This is this is bad, but it can get better. But
Right.
if I keep just putting myself in that drought or whatever, nothing's gonna be improved. Nothing's gonna do anything. Like, why? I am here for a purpose. Why am I worried so bad about this situation? And when I got my son, even though it was for a day, man, just the reaction he got, he not seen me for almost a year. It was like he never left. Like he
Right.
saw me and just, and I knew for a fact he missed me and stuff like that. So I knew, I was like, you know what? I'm at peace. I'm at peace. And go find the world of professional wrestling, and the story goes on after that. Instead of going to jail for doing something stupid, let me go get paid to do it
Right.
instead.
Right. Right. You know, and that's just perseverance, bro. And that's what this project is about. I know you asked me what song on the album I would entice people to go listen to. It's probably the last song. The last song on the project is called Naya's Message. Naya is my
Mhm.
best friend, and she wrote this message while we were in the studio recording this song, and it's really talking about everything that you just talked about, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Contemplating suicide and contemplating just nothing mattered at that time in your life, right? And in her message, what she was telling, it was a personal message to me,
Mhm.
and I'm sharing this message with everybody on this project because you don't know who needs to hear it. And
Right.
and the gist of the message is basically telling me that it's gonna be all right, regardless of what you're dealing with, regardless of your circumstances, man.
Mhm.
Like you beat the odds. I know friends who haven't. You know,
Yep.
I almost didn't. You know, when I started recording this, like I told you, it took me 2 years to put this project together. But when I started recording this project, bro, I told you I was in the darkest place of my life where I was contemplating suicide every other day, bro. Every other day. My mother, my brothers, they was calling me. I wouldn't even answer the phone because I didn't want to talk to them about it because
Mhm.
I was at peace with the decision to end it, you know. And through her message, and through the music, I found my perseverance. I found my relief, bro. I found my reason to keep going and keep fighting, And I believe that song, and it's the very last song on the project, and I put that there for a reason because after you hear the story, you
You
know,
gotta have the
that
climax.
song really just ties. Yeah, it just ties the story to say because when you're gonna hear it and you're gonna be like, oh man, all this stuff, and then you're gonna hear that last song, and that last song is gonna basically tell you, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you're dealing with, everything that was all the pain that you was dealing with, all the pain that was caused, like fuck it, man. Because at the end of the day, we still here, we still fighting, and we
Mhm.
and we getting better, bro. We getting better. This album, and I posted about it earlier this week, and I said this album made me realize that I ain't lose nothing, bro. I didn't lose nothing. Every relationship that ended, every friendship that ended, I really didn't lose nothing because
Mhm.
the whole time I didn't even know who I was. The whole time I didn't even know what I was worth. I didn't know I was fighting for people
Mhm.
to love me and fighting for people to accept me and fighting to prove myself to so many people when I didn't have to do that when in reality I just had to prove myself to me. And
Yep.
this album allowed me to do that. It showed me that I was stronger than I thought I was. And a lot of people see me as strong. I'm the strong friend. I'm the strong family member. When people going through it, they call me. But when I'm going through it, who do I call? I can't call nobody. Why? Because they're not
Mhm.
used to me being down. They're not used to me being defeated. And through producing this project, bro, I was able to really see what everybody else saw in me, which was, man, I'm unstoppable, bro. And
Mhm.
nothing can beat me. And
Yep.
with this project, I hope that everybody else feel the same way, man. Hope they feel the same way. I know they're gonna
Hey,
feel the same way. I promise you. It's a beautiful album. It's a beautiful project. If you don't love it, I'll give you money back. It's that good, bro. It's that good. It's that good, man.
hey, I love it, man. I love how you sat here and said, you you were that strong guy. Like you literally were. You were basically the shoulder for people to cry on, and that's kind of like how I was. Like I always was the guy that literally you could vent to. That's the same way I felt when I had my situation and stuff. Like very few knew of what was going on with me because I didn't know how to express myself. I didn't know how to literally be okay. Like, hey, I have a problem. I have a mental health problem. Like I never had any of these problems. I'll be honest with like literally when I was a kid and stuff, my mom and dad spoiled us. Like I came from a military family and stuff like that, so it wasn't like we really struggled. I didn't have my dad regularly a lot, but he was working. He was providing for us and stuff like that. He did his best to make sure we could do what we needed to do. And my mom, bless her heart, bless her heart, from neck surgeries and everything else, from me
Right.
from I think 3 years old and up, like I basically had to grow up a lot quicker. Sometimes it took me a little bit longer because I just didn't want to grow up, but here I am. So it's like those things, like when that chapter of me happened, I just didn't know how to react. Like I didn't know what to do and stuff like that. I mean, and when I was wrestling too, like I actually used it to avoid all my troubling and my pain that was going on. Like I wasn't fully healed when I was wrestling either because I was just wrestling because I felt like AP's a better person than what Warren is. And
Right.
I relied on AP more than I did as myself. Like AP was like a damn superhero. Kids loved him.
Right.
Like I'm speaking in third person and then I'm acting like he's like some other fucking dude. But clearly
Yeah.
the cat's out of the bag and they know who he is. But like I saw him as a whole different, better version of me. Like I felt like I needed AP more than I needed to be me. And for 3 years of me wrestling at that time, I just felt like AP was way better than Warren Marlowe. Like he was fearless, unstoppable, and all that. And then when I got my last injury and got told, "Hey, you got the brain of a 40-year-old man. You might need to ease up, or you not might not be doing this much longer." And then it made me really. I got depressed and stuff like again, and then I got into the world of flag football, and y'all, in ways that helped me with everything because regardless of what was going on, Saturday it was like a big old family. It wasn't like, oh, we hate everybody. I mean, when it's game time, whatever. But after that, it was just like everybody was one. Everybody was as like a whole and stuff like that. And that's what thing I really got attached to flag on was because it was more than just a game to me. Because I didn't really even care for football in high school and stuff like that. We had one person, and that's literally all they cared about. So it was like nobody else is getting any platform anywhere else. So it's like enjoy basketball. There's your shot. That's all you got. But yeah, man, it's just like when I finally got the grasp of saying, you know what, I'm okay being Warren instead of AP and stuff like that. It took me a while, but I mean, it made me realize, like, hey, man, it's just another chapter. People go through it. People are gonna have troubles and stuff like that. It's just a matter of what you're gonna do. You gonna keep walking, or are you just gonna literally be at a dead stop and just say I'm done? And I, for one, and I know for you, I don't quit at shit. Honestly, this was just to have a just to be fun and try something out. Who freaking
Right.
knew this thing would have grew like it's done, man? Like
Now
people
look at
are
it. Look at it.
listening to my voice every Friday or listening to a YouTube video or something every week now, and it's just like, damn, like I don't just sit back and go, man, this is awesome. This is cool. Like I have people that I've literally seen randomly walking on the street and stuff like that in town wearing a Buzzing with Marlowe shirt that I had never even met. Like it's just that insane. Like I'm really got something here.
Feels,
And I think one thing about this
feels good,
podcast
don't
that
it?
people realize it does, man. I thought the greatest moment I had was when I won my first championship in wrestling because that was the first time my dad ever looked at me and looked like he was proud of me. Like he was insanely happy for me.
Mm.
Like I got that was the one thing I remember when I wrestled. Like my eyes were covered and stuff, but I literally peeped over and my dad was holding a sign and stuff like that, and it looked like a fan, like how I used to idolize The Rock in a ring. Like he was basically fanboying that for me, and I was just like, oh shit! Like that was the only thing I caught. Like other
Right.
than my fiance, my son, all of them, like I looked at my dad, like that just shocked me because for the longest time I felt like I didn't know what else to do to make him proud and stuff like that. I mean, that military mindset, it only goes so many ways. Clearly, you know.
Right.
That dog
I
mentality,
definitely
I
know
think
that
that's the
too
best way to
well.
put it. Um, Man, Jay, this was absolute blast, man. Is there any last things you want to plug in? You want to talk about your media, how people can pre-order for the album,
Uh,
how they can
definitely,
buy
man.
the album?
Definitely, you can pre-order the album. You can buy the album after it drops on Sunday. The links is gonna be down there
Yep,
somewhere. He gonna put it down there
yep.
somewhere. Other than that, man, I appreciate you having me on. I'm always tuned in every Friday to Buzzing with Marlowe. I love what you're doing, bro. Uh, Again, I just appreciate you for having me, man. The album is going to be absolutely ridiculous. I promise you, it's good to vibe for everybody from the age of 15 to 65 or whatever. I'm telling you, everybody's gonna love it, man. I got something. I got something on there for absolutely everybody. Um, it's an amazing project, my favorite project, um, and
Hmm.
I know y'all gonna love it, man. I know you're gonna love it.
Hey,
Thank
I
you for
love it.
having me, bro.
Absolutely. All right, so I finish off every episode asking my guest, what's the future hold? What's the future hold for you?
What the future holds is big, man. It's big. We don't. It's so big we can't really put a cap on what it holds, man. Just know that we have a lot coming up. First things first, we're gonna get through this release. After the release
Hmm.
on Sunday, uh, there's no telling, man. Of course, we got different shows coming up. We got tours coming up. We got more music, of course, more collaborations. You can just expect more. That's what the future holds.
Hmm.
The future's hold more, man. So just keep your eyes open, continue to support, and I promise you that you will not be disappointed in JLyrik.
Hey man, I love it. All right, guys, this is it. I hated to hit the end, but people like to just only listen to no more than an hour sometimes. You know how it is.
Right,
You know how it is. You know when you're in a car and you're just like, gosh dang man, they just talking away. What's going on here?
right,
Like
right,
just.
right.
But yeah, man, this was an absolute blast. Jay Lyrik, I appreciate this, guys. Check out his album. The links are going to be below. Pre-order it. It's coming out Sunday, guys. That's right. This Sunday will be out. J Lyrik, his new album, and you heard it first, guys. This one was an album that he
First
literally
here.
did not want to do because how vulnerable, how personal this was. So you know for a fact. Honestly, I would honestly say this would probably be one of his top albums right off the rip just because of him saying how vulnerable he
Definitely.
was, how real this is. This is him. This is what he has went through, what all of us can actually relate to and visualize. So guys, check it out. The links are going to be below. His Instagram will be on there. Y'all can follow him, keep up with him, find out the more success, and probably in the next 4 years he might have a Grammy.
4, we talking 4 months. You talking 4 years. We
Four
talking
months.
four
Hey, I
months.
love it. I love it. I love it.
4 months.
I love it. I love that mentality
4 months,
right there,
man.
man.
I'm
That's
telling
when
you.
I know for a fact you got
I'm
that
telling
eyes.
you. Listen, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And this is the first interview that I've done. This is the first
Mhm.
interview that I've done for this project, first off. And this is the first interview that I've done in years, even
Mhm.
speaking about my music. And I promise you, bro, you mentioned Grammys. I'm telling you, it's sooner
Oh
than you
yeah.
think, brother. It's sooner than you think,
Hey,
man.
I
And you
love
got
it.
it first, man. You got it first.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. I'm definitely honored for that one. I know we've been trying to set this up for a long time. I mean, it's crazy. Like
I know,
we went
man.
from just knowing each other from off the flag football field and stuff like that, and just see how much more we've grown and stuff like that. And it's just you really elevating that R&B game. You really are making it to where it's I wouldn't say needless to say relevant. It's making it what it used to be again. And I could tell from your songs, man,
Right.
you really know what you're doing. You really put your all in it.
Yes,
And
sir.
I appreciate you doing that because I I like to listen to more R&B than anything else. So I was always that weird oddball. People were like, "You like all this love songs and stuff like that?" It's just I was just amazed like
Me
how
too.
a male could really sing that and it not sound so like really Justin Bieberish or something like that. You know what I'm
Feminine.
talking about? Yeah,
Right.
like it was just like a real
I got
manly
you.
voice to it. I was just like, man, I wish I could have sung like that. And I had my deep voice, and that just dropped out for me. but Jay, I appreciate you doing this, man. I hope you have a great rest of your night, man.
I appreciate
All right, guys, time to get to go home queue. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my boy J Lyrik for coming on today and also sharing us that awesome video from Selfish. I mean, I absolutely enjoyed that song. I absolutely enjoyed that song. There's numerous songs on there. Um, I think it was Heart for Sale or something like that. I really liked that one. Just you could just tell like how much his character shows in these videos and how much more advanced and elevated he is in each song. I mean, it's just an amazing thing. And guys, he's an R&B singer. You don't see him much. I mean, he's in the Duval area and stuff like that. This guy literally is killing it, putting in the work. I mean, it took him 2 hard, long years to make this album. Was hesitant to do it. Guys, highly recommend they check it out. The link is going to be below. Pre-order yours. I know a lot of you have Apple, so pretty sure it won't be that hard for you to get that. I mean, I'm now finally on Apple, so it's pretty cool to see. I don't have an Apple phone. Don't worry. I'm still Team Droid. That's probably going to be till the end of time. I'm not a fan of the Apple handheld products, in my opinion. I like the iPod Touch. That was probably the last thing I had of Apple. But guys, I hope everyone has a great week. It is Friday. That's all you need, guys. The weekend is upon us. Shout out to the Chiefs and the freaking Buffalo Bills, man. That game was insane. One of the best NFL games I've watched in so long. I mean, so sad for Josh Allen, man. I totally feel for you hardly from that game, man. You scored back and forth. You and Pat Mahomes literally are the best two quarterbacks in this game right now. Hands down, nobody is taking y'all spot. Period. I've said it first, guys, because I was hoping for Josh Allen to win it because I knew I said from the beginning of the season, I thought Buffalo Bills were going to take it, and I also say they got beat, but thanks to the good old overtime rule. I really wish they would give them a chance. Just basically, if they would score or something like that, I mean, it would have been a major shootout. Like that game was just outrageous and then entertaining. I'm sorry for the fans that went out there and literally froze their butts off, but you got a ball game, flat out a ball game. And shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs. You are almost there. You got one more game to play. Them 49ers, boy, they coming. They coming. And the Bengals. I I'm pretty curious to see how that's gonna go. I'm really excited to see newer teams into the Super Bowl this year. So I'm gonna go. My picks are gonna be the Cincinnati Bengals, and they, even though that's a luck on that one because the Rams looks really good, really really good. I want to see the Bengals play the daggum 49ers. There's my picks. The Bengals play the 49ers in the Super Bowl. There's clearly not the teams that I picked to go to the Super Bowl. I picked Buffalo and Green Bay, and you clearly saw that ain't happening. Also, major props to Tom Brady. You were down majorly and you came back even though you lost this game, man. You just proved you still got it. You could still go one more year. I mean, it's insane. You about to be 45 years old and you still playing at the top level, man. Shout out to you on that. I don't give a lot of shout outs to the Tom Brady, so literally major respect to him on that. Guys, also, major. I want to give another shout out to my boys from Code Red, from Jacksonville, Florida Flag Football Squad, and Real Nasty. They brought home the World's Championship of Rec Fours and Comp Fours. Major shout out to y'all boys on that. Major shout out to all the guys that went out to Tampa, including myself. We we fought. That's all we could do. That's all we really could have done. We gave it our all, whatever. Results weren't what we wanted, but I mean, at least we literally were like, you know what, we gave it what we needed. Also, guys, major. Also, if you haven't, like and subscribe to our YouTube, Twitch, um, Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter. How many more have I got? All the major platforms you can listen to our podcast. The links are going to be below to some of the major ones. Also, guys, on Podbean and Buzzsprout. Um, I mean, those two really, I'm really more new to. Also, guys, we are on Apple, so you've got major good amount of platforms to check out Buzzing with Marlowe every Friday or just whatever day that you want to listen to me. But guys, I appreciate everyone. I'm so happy that y'all were able to tune in, listen to my boy J Lyrik come promote his new album. I'm looking forward to it. Sunday, hurry up and get here so we can get this album out. He is so excited. So guys, pre-order it, get what you need, and guys, I will be back when I have more buzz down the road. Later.
All right.